Good evening and welcome to Chanhassen High School, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. And this is the third season streaming of Chan Storm Hoops. I'm Owen Slindy. Alongside with me tonight is Louis Fromelt, and on the camera tonight is Ryan Sammons. You know, Louis, coming into this game, Chan, this is Corey Christopherson's second year. He kind of knows the players a little more, but they got a tough matchup coming into this first game. They got the Holy Family Fire, and when you hear Holy Family, you know, you think about it's a private school, you know, not a lot of recognition, but they got two really well-rounded players.
Yeah, that's kind of their core of their team. They're two big guys down low. So I want for Chan, I think what the best move is to stretch Holy Family out. If you want to get rebounds and even be able to score in the paint a little bit, you have to be able to get those guys out of the paint, because if you don't, they'll sit on those blocks all game and they'll destroy you down there. So I think for sure, if you're Chan, you need to get those guys out of the paint as much as you possibly can.
It'll be interesting to see how Corey Christopherson uses the tallest people on his team, which won't size up to them, because these guys are 6'9" and 6'11". And our tallest guy, I believe, is like 6'5". And I think Stormer without Will Schleicher tonight. He's down at in Texas at a punting competition, trying to build up his stock for next year. And also Ty Williams, he got selected to play in the All-Metro football game hosted at US Bank Stadium tomorrow afternoon. So he is preparing tonight. So the returners for the Storm this year that have actually played varsity minutes: Grant Muffenbauer, Maxwell Woods, Patrick Brick, Braden Barger, and Eli Sweeney. Getting their first minutes tonight, I'm assuming, will be Tanner Johnson, the senior, and Keaton Bull, the junior, and Jackson McDonald, the other senior. Jackson's a shifty point guard who I saw this summer. He dominated the JV team last year. He really was the leading scorer. Him alongside Tanner Johnson, they were a good duo last winter on JV.
Yeah, Jackson's been a great player for Chan for a while, so I'm excited to see him get some varsity minutes, see what he can do with it. Because I've seen him play we've pretty much played basketball growing up together. So seeing him progress, and he's a great player. So I'm excited to see how he does with his first varsity minutes.
The Storm kickoff, like I said, their 2021-2022 basketball season starts tonight, and they face the Holy Family Fire. Coming into the game, the Storm's leading scorer last year, Ben Giles, graduated. And note that the Storm only played 14 games last year. It was a COVID year, so obviously the season was shortened. But then the team went out with COVID for, I believe it was 2 weeks. So they didn't play. They lost 4 games to COVID. I have it here in my notes. So they didn't get to play as much as they would want to. And it seemed like towards the end of the season, they were starting to get a roll. They were starting to get on a roll. And if you look at it, 3-10, you think, that's not a good record. I think all 10 of those losses, maybe 8 of them, at minimum, were all within 5 points. So they were there. They just couldn't close out in the stretch. Louis, what do you think they need to do this year to close out in the stretch?
Well, I think a big part of it is not just closing out of the stretch, but also getting progression out of their players. They were, for a couple of their key contributors, they were pretty young, like especially Maxwell Woods. I mean, how key of a piece he was to the team last year. I think to see his progression and how he can help this team down the road as they get some games and some minutes into them, I think that'll be a big story for Chan to see how much he'll help this team down the stretch.
Yeah, totally. I agree. And if you watched this fall, you heard the name and saw Maxwell Woods at running back for the Storm. He is only a sophomore, and he's at varsity in both of his top 2 sports. So he is just a great athlete. He's a great person. I know him pretty well. And with a sophomore coming in, he started last year as a freshman on the basketball team. And Grant Muffenbauer was the quarterback. He threw for over 1,000 yards. And Josh Ock and Charlie Coonan were his main targets. I think another key, Louis, for the Storm tonight is to hustle and try to get away from the bigs. Shoot the outside 3, like you said, or shoot the outside jumper. Try and stick away from the lane, or else you're just going to get beat up by these two giants. Stretch the floor, be aggressive so they can't get to the bigs. The bigs are their only good part of the game, because I've watched them this year in fall league and in summer scrimmages. Their guards aren't their strong suit, and that's our strong suit for Chan.
Yeah, and I think a big part is when they're obviously going to try and get the ball to those guys on offense. So I think a part of it is with our big guys down low, you got to be scrappy with them. You can't be afraid to take the hard foul, like foul them. I don't want to see them giving up like anything soft because they got to be tough with these guys. These guys are not going to go soft on them at all. So I want to see the Chan Bigs give these two big men the best effort that they got.
We're awaiting the national anthem and the starting lineups for the two teams. It is Friday, December 3rd, and we're kicking off high school basketball once again. We'll be right back.
The 2021-22 season, the 13th season of SCORE Boys Basketball. Ladies and gentlemen, it's great to be back in the gym. Tonight's game between the visitors. Please welcome the Holy Family Fire. And your home team, the Chanhassen SCORE. Tonight's game is being played under the rules and policies of the Minnesota State High School League. Remember, pride, respect, and fair play governs what happens in competition. The same three qualities should govern our behavior as fans. At Chanhassen High School, good sportsmanship is our standard. Let's continue the tradition of excellence. Thank you, and enjoy tonight's game. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you stand as you are able. Gentlemen, remove your caps facing the flag as we honor America. Let us also be mindful of those men and women around the globe who currently stand watch in defense of our liberty and freedom. Performing the national anthem this evening, the Chanhassen High School Band under the direction of Paul Swanson, our national anthem. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's game. Introducing alternately, beginning with the Holy Family Fire. Starting for the Holy Family Fire, senior number 10, Austin Clifford. For Chanhassen, a sophomore, number 3, Maxwell Woods. For Holy Family, junior co-captain number 11, Michael Richardson. For Chanhassen, a senior co-captain number 4, Patrick Brick. For Holy Family, junior number 23, Braylon Cummings. For the SCORE, junior number 15, Braden Barger. For Holy Family, senior number 32, Judah Land. For Chanhassen, senior co-captain number 35, Eli Sweeney. Johnson. Holy Family are coached by head coach Matt Dooley, assisted by Nick Tibisar and Sean Kruger. And the Storm are coached by head coach Corey Christopherson, assisted by Pete Torquist. Your officials for tonight's game, Dan Block, Dwight Kruger, and Jeff Jankowski. Ladies and gentlemen, let's play basketball.
Welcome back, everyone. Louis, I'm really excited for this season. And we're getting ready for tip-off here in Chanhassen. Tanner Johnson going up against Judah Land. And Judah Land wins the tip for the Fire. Braylon Cummings with the ball. Austin Clifford. Reichelson to Kapke. He swings it out to Lamb. Reichelson has it up top. Now Clifford. Clifford going up against Brick. Land has it. Now in the corner to Clifford. Back up to the three-point line to Judah Land. Clifford has it again. Right in front of the Storm student section. They're making sure he hears them. Reichelson now. Out to Kapke. Guarded by Tanner Johnson. A tough matchup for Tanner. Land against Eli. And Eli Sweeney fouls him on the ground. So, I mean, I think that's a good foul there by Eli. Gets around him and not lets him take.
Yeah, that was an excellent first defensive possession for the Storm. I think that's what they're going to want to see all game.
Fake to Kapke. Now he has it again. And another foul on Eli Sweeney again. And quickly, and now Keaton Bull, his first varsity minutes. He checks into the game now. He'll have Judah Land, it looks like. Kapke has it up beyond the arc. Kapke really grew his stock for recruiting this summer and fall. He now holds offers from the University of Minnesota. And a travel. He tried to dunk, but he traveled. And now the parents from Holy Family don't like it, and neither does Bowden. And I think that's what the Storm need to do. Get in his head, get him a little razzled, I think.
Yeah, getting him rattled early is going to be a big part of this game. They really got to give him a tough time down there.
Patrick Brick now has it. He drives. Finger roll layup. Just not good. Bouncing off the rim. Rebound by Kapke. Clifford drives, goes up on Keaton Bull, and it's a rebound by Maxwell Woods. Maxwell moving in transition. He pulls back. Maxwell most likely will be running the point this year. He has a career high of 23, which came last year. Brick thought about pulling up. Instead, we'll kick it out to Woods. Woods now pulls up from three. No good, just a little off the mark. Storm 0 for 2. Holy Family 0 for 2 shooting the ball tonight. Kapke running point. I think they can run him anywhere. Brick gets elbowed in the face. Outside to Cummings. Air ball. Rebounded by Keaton Bull. So both teams trade air balls. Maxwell Woods swings it out to Barger. Barger drives. Goes up with it. No good. Barger on the prep hoops, top 100 for the class of 23. And that's Reichelson who just throws it away. Keaton Bull to inbound. Looks like Brick's going to be okay. He did get elbowed in the face, it looks like, by Reichelson. No call, however. Maxwell Woods bringing it up. Braden Barger swings it around the ball. Woods pulls up jumper off the back of the iron and out. If you recognize the name Bull, that's because Keaton's older brother Austin played last year, now down at Iowa State. Michelson. Back out to Cummings. Land for three. No good. And a slow start for both teams. And a good play there by Kapke as he remains possession after throwing it off of Keaton Bull's leg. Jackson McDonald getting his first varsity minutes now. And Grant Muffenmeyer, they check in for Patrick Brick and Braden Barger. I think Corey wants to try to keep his starters energized and not run out of steam.
Yeah, with the first game of the season, you never know how the conditioning is going to be, so I like that move from the coach.
Almost turned over on the pass by Kapke. Clifford didn't know it was coming. Now Michelson tipped out. Good defense there by Tanner Johnson. Michelson to inbound from under the hoop. He's not seeing anything, so has to throw it to Cummings. He gets it to Kapke, a turnover. Woods running. Almost had the finger roll layup, could not get it to go. Looks like he got hit a little bit. And Kapke gets the defensive rebound. Land now. Dumps it into Kapke. He's working on Bull. And a good foul there by Keaton Bull. Not letting him get the easy bucket like we talked about.
Yeah, he was staying very strong in the paint there. That's what I love to see. Like I said before the game, if you have to foul them, foul them. Do not give them any easy buckets.
And it looks like he was holding his ground. It looks like it's just that his feet were moving. Kapke at the line shooting two. His first goes in. The first point of the game, 2.5 minutes into the game. So it's been a slow start for both teams, like I said, just a few minutes earlier. And the second one drops. 2-0 Holy Family. Woods to Muffenmeyer. Up top to Keaton Bull. Jackson McDonald. We talked how shifty he was. Tanner Johnson now up top. Gets it to Woods. Sets a screen. Woods dumps it back out to Tanner for three. Just off the back iron and out. Offensive rebound there by Keaton Bull. Good job there. Jackson McDonald now. He drives. Pulls up jumper. No good. Off the iron. Storm just can't get their shots to fall right now. Jackson McDonald, another guy who's trying to build up his stock. He was at the Prep Hoops top 250 Expo. He's a senior for the Storm. Swinging it out to Cummings. Three ball. Off the iron, no good. Rebound by Bull. Woods now. Corner three. No good. Short. Tried to get his own rebound. Michelson denies it though. Michelson gets it. Now Cummings. And a pushing foul on Grant Muffenmeyer. Cummings did airball it earlier in the game, and every time he's touched the ball, Louis, the student section's been cheering airball. Do you think that's had an impact on him right now?
Oh yeah, I think both of these student sections, not just Chan, but Holy Families as well. Both these teams are very loud, and they're going to give these players a tough time.
Brick checks in for Maxwell Woods. Storm going 3 seniors, 2 juniors. Last year it was interesting. We saw a lot of younger kids being played. Good block there by Patrick Brick, denying it. He's driving, goes up against Judah Lamb. Finger roll, no good. Gets hit hard. Nothing, and then Holy Family just throws it right away. I don't know what even happened.
Yeah, that was kind of a wild exchange. Shannon's having a tough time getting calls in the paint right now. They're getting hit down there, and they're not getting the calls, so they might want to abstain from that for now.
Brick kind of went up with some hesitation. I think he just needs to start going up strong, being not afraid of those big guys. Draw a foul, maybe even getting him to foul out late in the game. And a foul called. That's on number 4, Will Kirsch, the 8th grader.
Holy Family player foul on number 4, Will Kirsch, his first personal foul.
You don't see a lot of 8th grader I've seen play high school basketball is Callan Hake for the Storm. Speaking of girls Storm, as Jackson McDonald makes the first point of the 2021 season. The girls' team beat St. Francis 60-17 last night. Now, we don't know how good St. Francis is, but sounds like that the Storm girls played pretty well. And McDonald goes 2 for 2, ties the game up. Storm showing a light press. 2 falling back, 2 popping up. Michelson, guarded by Brick. Lands now. And we're going to get a foul on number 33, Bowden Kapke. So that's his first. Looks like it was a moving screen, I think, or a push off. Jackson McDonald inbounds it to Patrick Brick. Louis, I think the 3 main point guards we're going to see this year are Jackson McDonald, Patrick Brick, and Maxwell Woods as McDonald pulls up just off the back iron. Storm are playing fantastic right now. They just need a lockdown.
Yeah, the defense has looked amazing, but they just got to focus more on the offensive end getting the shots.
Kapke has it inside the paint. He gets his own miss, goes up, no good, and I can already see him from way up here that he's razzled. Brick, pull up 3, short. And Brick's like, that was my first shot of the year. I'm just going to let it go.
I think both of these teams on the offensive end look a little fragile right now. It's the first game of the year, so I think it's just that step of getting into your groove of knowing what shots you can hit and get it early in the year.
Here's Kirsch, the 8th grader, coming in with the inbound. He's running point, guarded by Muffenmeyer. Double team up top. Coach is trying to get him to draw off sides, and Eli Sweeney's now in the game as Cummings hits the floater. Eli Sweeney now. Brick now up top. Brick out to Eli. Sweeney drives. No good, and it looks like it's off of land, and so it'll remain Storm's ball. Louis, Eli Sweeney came off the bench last year, late in the season, when the Storm seniors, I think there were some injuries. I don't know if it was Bolin. I think it was Strobel that actually went out, unfortunately, and so he played really well.
Yeah, he looked great when he came in late in the season, which made me very proud for his senior season this year, so I'm excited what he can do.
Yeah, it'll be exciting to watch as it looks like Jackson McDonald's out and Braden Barger's in. Braden Barger gets hit hard, no call. And Holy Family has it again. 3 ball from Austin Clifford. Off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound poked away by Clifford. And a foul. Looks like it'll be on Sweeney. That's already his 3rd. Nope, they're going to call it on Keaton Bull. That's a sigh of relief for the Storm, honestly. We can't have Sweeney going out. He's one of our own bench.
That's one thing I'm worried about is those big guys drawing a lot of fouls down there might get some.
Maxwell Woods returns, replacing Keaton Bull. Clifford makes his first. That's his first point. The back of the iron this time, and rebounded by Grant Muffenmeyer. Maxwell Woods drives, finger roll layup, good. He just burnt Boylan Cummings. Like Cummings had no chance.
Yeah, that's what I want to see more. I'm interested. I'm kind of surprised to see Shane drive in so much, but if they can get it to work, that would be great.
Great defense there by Eli Sweeney, forcing Kapke to turn it over. Woods has it on the volleyball line. Muffenmeyer drives off the glass and in! Storm's first lead of the night. Brick guarding Kirsch. It's a 4-year difference. Brick gets the steal, but he tips it out of bounds on the loose ball.
Subbing in for the Fire, Michael Richardson. replacing
Richardson replacing Cummings. And it'll be interesting to see how the Storm work with Judah Land out. I don't ever think that in this game, unless they won't ever, honestly. As Tanner Johnson replaces Sweeney. I don't think ever tonight we'll see Bowden Kapke and Judah Land out at the same time.
Yeah, and even if they do, it'll be for like a minute or less. So I don't think we'll see that happen tonight.
Judah Land working the post. Kirsch. Guarded by Brick. Travel. But no call. Great poke away there by Clifford. Or sorry, by Brick on Clifford. But it stays the Kings ball.
Returns to the lineup for Holy Family, replacing Kapke.
And Land, like we said, replaces Kapke.
Yeah, they're always going to have at least, like we said, always going to have at least one of those guys in.
They get the inbound into Reicherson. Working against Muffenmeyer. Barger working against Charpentier. Clifford beyond the three-pointer. Goes it out to Judah Land. And Charpentier just throws it away to Barger. Barger dumps it off to Tanner Johnson. Tanner goes up. No call. It looks like he was just getting bullied down there by Land.
Yeah, they have not gotten virtually any calls in the paint, which is pretty surprising to see. So I want to see Chan keep going up strong and working for it.
Clifford driving, and bucket good.
That's the number 10, Austin Clifford for two.
Woods told me earlier that they just needed to play aggressive, not let the bigs get it, help them out. And as the three ball by Muffenmeyer rolls in and out, Reichelson now out to Clifford. Land. Charpentier now. And it's taken away by Woods. Woods driving. He gets it poked away by Reichelson. And they're going to call it off of Woods. That totally looked like it was off of Reichelson. Reichelson even knows that it's off of him. We're going to go to a timeout. Storm down one, 8:49 remaining in the first half. All right, Storm are back. Muffenmeyer out. McDonald in for the Storm. Storm now pressing. We'll see how Holy Family handles the press break. Leo Hertel coming into the game for the first time. Tanner Trapp, and they're going to call a body foul on Tanner Johnson. Looks like he just got a little too aggressive, I think. I don't really know. That's the team's sixth. One more, and we're already in the bonus. Holy Family only has 2 fouls. Interesting to see that. Cross-court pass to Clifford for 3. No good. Rebound by Maxwell Woods. I don't know how he got hit on the arm, but he's getting hit. And body call on Bowden Kapke in transition. I mean, that took some skill to go up with Braden Barger.
Yeah, that's what you got to be afraid of when you go down there with him. He can easily block your shots if you're not going up strong.
Well, and it was interesting when Maxwell Woods was getting his rebound, they were just hacking him and they weren't getting any calls. So I don't know what that's all about. This is Barger to tie, and airballs it, unfortunately. Barger off the rim. Rebound by Tanner Johnson. And it'll stay here Off of Bowden Kapke. Patrick Brick now to inbound it. On the right side of the hoop. Maxwell Woods now. Defender falls right in front of him. Barger now, wide open, drives. Goes up, gets blocked by Judah Land. And then Jackson McDonald tries to get it out to Woods, but throws it away. And then Holy Family just throws it right back. Reichelson has had a few turnovers tonight. He's just getting too jumpy, I think, with the ball. As Eli Sweeney checks in for Braden Barger. Corey Christopherson is just trying to keep his team fresh right now, Louis.
Yeah, like I said earlier, with those big guys down there, they're going to tire you out. Those are some big guys you got to guard. So I like to see the subs happening often.
Yep, and now Brick comes out being replaced by Grant Muffenbauer. Maxwell from beyond the free throw line, tried to get it bounce in, no good, and a rebound by Judah Land. Almost threw it away, but caught by Leo Hartzell, and it stayed with Holy Family. We got a good turnout tonight, as Holy Family is just about 15 minutes away from Chanhassen High School. And a lot of these kids grew up playing with each other. I remember I played on a travel team with Austin Clifford. Judah Land throws it down to Bowden Kapke. He works the post and gets it to go in. That's Kapke's second bucket of the night, or actually first bucket, 4th point. Sweeney now takes the three, just missed again. And Holy Family turns it over yet again. That's turnover number 6. Louis, on the turnovers, though, Storm just can't get anything to fall right now.
Yeah, they really – I want to see, like Sweeney just shot, more outside shots. I don't like – if they're not getting the calls down there, I don't want to see them keep driving into the paint if they're not going to get the calls. I'd like to see how their perimeter shots are looking right now.
Yeah, they're taking good looks. They're just not getting anything to fall, really. Sweeney working against Kapke. Hands it off to Woods. Sweeney now drives and tried to dump it off to McDonald, but it looks like it got tipped and then off of Sweeney again, and it's out of bounds. Keaton Bull now checking in for Sweeney. Kapke now inbounds it to Reichelson. He's guarded by. Good D there by the Storm. Jump ball. They're going to say it's Storm ball, but if you saw that play, I wish we had replay, but if you saw that, Maxwell Woods was at the height of Bowden Kapke holding onto the ball for dear life. I don't know how that wasn't a call on Bowden. I mean, he was over the back of Woods.
Yeah, but I want to say that I think it just speaks to how good of an athlete Maxwell Woods is. Like you said, he was a great football player for the Storm as well. So, he's just an athletic freak.
Yeah, he is a gifted as he drives. And he draws the foul. But, never mind. It's a travel. And a timeout taken by the Holy Family Fire. Storm down 3. It's a low-scoring game, 6-9. Storm had a lot of low-scoring games last year too, so we'll see if that's another thing going for them this year. We'll be right back in 20 seconds. Storm down 3 Holy Family inbounds it from their own baseline, and Storm showing press. It's worked for them. They've gotten one call, I believe, on Tanner Johnson on a trap on the other side of half court. And it's tipped out of bounds by Jackson McDonald. I think Corey Christopherson is really trying to push the Storm defense this year, and right now it's working. Only 9 points. Kapke, the best player by far on the team, with 4 points only. I mean, I don't know how much more you can ask for of this team right now, except the rim just to let a few shots fall. 3-ball by Cummings, no good. Rebound by Kirsch. He goes back up, no good. Offensive rebound by Clifford. Storm need to box out. Hurdle now. Back out to Clifford. Clifford driving, goes up. No good. And good rebound there finally by Tanner Johnson. Jackson McDonald drives. And Tanner Johnson now has it beyond the arc. Maxwell Woods pull up for 3. Just short. He gets it tipped back out to him. Tanner Johnson now has it. Maxwell Woods drives, finger roll layup, and they're going to get it, and he's going to draw a body foul on Hurdle, and he will go to the line for 2. Woods only with 2 points. Woods, McDonald, and Muffenmeyer are the only ones to score so far, each with 2 points. Woods trying to get it within 1 here. And in, off the front iron. Louis, it's so fun having the student section back after a year without it. How much more energy do you think they bring to the game?
Oh, a ton, for sure. Hearing the chants and just being loud after you even make a shot, for sure, it just makes a huge impact and gives you a lot of confidence going forward.
The Storm's section leaders, Patrick Brick and Eli Sweeney, are playing basketball, obviously, so they elected John Dahl and Will Olson, both lacrosse players and football players, to run the student section, and so far they've done a really good job as Maxwell Woods makes his second free throw, and it's a 1-point game. Brett coming up with the press, taken away by McDonald. Storm are really just dominating the guards here. Thrown down to Muffenmeyer. He tries to get it to Bull, but it's broken up and turned over. And it's a travel by Braylon Cummings. Just took one too many steps before passing the ball.
Yeah, that half-court press is destroying Holy Family right now. They're very much struggling to do the ball, and Chan's doing a really good job of trapping them.
Sweeney returns, replacing Keaton Bull. Patrick Brick, senior co-captain, running point. Him and Eli Sweeney are the captains this year. Brick drives, goes up, no good. Sweeney offensive board, and it goes. And it's a foul now on Braylon Cummings. It's a push. Way to draw that, Eli. And Louis, you can just see how much of an impact Eli Sweeney has. Honestly, in my opinion, he's a dark horse.
Oh, yeah, he can be huge for the Storm team, especially we saw a couple of times last year when he got hot, and he would not miss shots. So if he gets hot, you better watch out for him.
Brick has it now. Again, it was Storm's ball after a pushing foul. Again, that press is really messing with Holy Family's head. Brick now has it. He wanted to drive, dumps it down to Sweeney in the corner. Brick pulls up from 3, and it goes! Great 3-ball there from Patrick Brick. McDonald gets the steal, cannot hold on to it though. And so it's a turnover. Louis, Brick's been on varsity since sophomore year, but I think this year he's really going to make an impact. He's going to get more playing time. And honestly, I think if he finds his when he finds his shot or when he gets hot, he's good.
Yeah, he's a leader for this team, and not to mention just an amazing facilitator too. He moves the ball very well and sets up his guys for great opportunities.
Yeah, he's a great floor general for the Storm. Like we said, great leader, great choice from captain. And a block from behind by Keaton Bull. Looks like he got all ball. I believe that's Keaton Bull. Yep, it is.
Also number 14, Keaton Bull, that's his third personal foul.
So Storm now up 4. 13-9. It's a like I said earlier, very, very low scoring game. 4:25 left. And it's 13-9 as Kirsch makes his first. Barger returns, replacing Bull. And Kirsch makes his second. So it's 10-13. Brick, Barger for three. Good! Oh, never mind. They called that a two. Tanner Johnson gets the turnover and draws the foul on Kirsch.
Number 4, Will Kirsch. That's his second personal foul. Team sixth.
It's team sixth. Louis, I think the Storm's biggest thing for them is going to be the three ball tonight.
Oh, yeah, and as we can see, they just hit two back-to-back. If they can hit that shot consistently, they could get really hot and start.
Here's Brick again, just short off the front iron, and it's tipped out. Looks like out by Land, but it's off of Tanner Johnson.
For the Storm, Maxwell Woods replacing McDonald.
Kirsch bringing it up now for the Fire. And a travel, and another turnover by the Fire. That's number 9 tonight. Woods now, he drives, layup, and one! And he is pumped up about it, and so are the students, so are the crowd. That was huge for the Storm. That's Clifford's first, team 7th. So now for the rest of the half, Storm are in the bonus, and Holy Family was in the bonus. I think with like 6 minutes to go, 5 minutes to go. I can't remember. The Storm haven't fouled since. Sorry. As Woods makes it a 3-point play. Kapke, being frazzled, finds Cummings, and he gets the layup. Woods up to Muffenbeyer, drops back to Woods, three-pointer, no good, just short. Rebound there by Reichelson. Woods 0 for 2 from deep tonight. Kapke posting up, and it's a foul on the arm by Brick as he was going up, I believe. Let's wait for the official call. Yep.
Fouls on number 4, Patrick Brick. That's his first personal foul. Teammate Kapke at the line shooting one.
Kapke made his first. Sweeney returning for Muffenbeyer. So, Louis, the Storm have only allowed Kapke to get one real bucket. He's made all 3 of his free throws, but I think that's really, or now all 4, sorry. But I think that's really important for the Storm to deny him.
Yeah, I think the part of the press is to not even let him get the ball down there. If they can stop him at half court, they won't even be able to get to the ball to him in the paint.
Maxwell Woods gets it tipped away. And they're chanting overrated at Maxwell Woods. You know, usually when that happens, that player eventually goes off. So we'll just wait for that to backfire on them. And Corey Christopherson looking for a push-off call. Judah Land obviously out of bounds there, no call. And layup drops. And now it's quickly a 2-point game again. Tanner Johnson gets fouled on gets called for the foul on the moving screen. It looked to me like Judah Land flopped a little bit, but I could be wrong. I wasn't down on the court.
I think he kind of blindsided him too, so he didn't see it coming. So when he slammed into him, it didn't look good. But I don't think that was illegal.
Yeah, we'll see how the Storm respond to it. They're still in the press, and it's working great for them. Now we'll see the trap come up. Brick tried to tip it away. It did, but it falls right into the hands of Reichelson. Land down low, and he gets it to go. Tie game. Woods running the point. Barger in the corner. Brick fakes the 3-ball. Johnson, 3-ball. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound by Reichelson. Land now for 3. Long, no good. And it's a pushing foul. I believe, yes. We're waiting to see who it's on. That's Austin Clifford. And so the Storm will go into one-on-one. And it's Maxwell Woods, one of the most consistent free throw shooters I've seen. Tie game here, 18-18, 2:04 to go. Kapke gets the defensive board. Tanner Johnson, though, giving him a run for his money. They get it across half court. McDonald picks up Reichelson there. Reichelson off the side of the glass, no good. Maxwell Woods now moving in transition. He's going Euro step, gets hit hard, no call. And then Barger draws the charge. Great move there by Braden Barger. Totally shifts the momentum. Judah Land and Bowden Kapke are livid right now.
We talked about this last year. When you can take a charge in a big moment in a game, that helps your momentum so much. So I love seeing taking the charge there. Helps your momentum a lot.
Yeah, the crowd quickly went from boos on that no call. And I'm sure all you viewers can agree to just an eruption of cheers. Brick has it. Hands it off to Johnson. Johnson driving. Bucket good. Way to work on Land. Way to go, Tanner. No carry call. And Land throws it down with the one-hand jam. Woods fakes the 3. Off his foot, however. And fouls called on the ground, but they will be shooting 1-and-1. Jackson McDonald, his first, team's 10th. Never mind, it won't be 1-and-1, it'll be 2. Richelson, I believe this is his first time to the line tonight. Makes his first, and Sweeney checks in for Tanner Johnson.
Sweeney returns for Chanhassen. Leo Hurdle and Nick Charpentier for the Fire.
Charpentier and Hurdle check in for the Fire. Kapke out. I'm assuming they're just taking him out to grab a drink of water. He makes both, and the Fire take a 2-point lead. I think Woods is going to try to control the offense here, control the pace of the game. Barger now beyond the arc. Brick now has it, drives baseline. He's going up. Gets no called and is out of bounds off of Holy Family. Storm just aren't getting anything to go for them tonight, Louis.
No, like I've said all game, down low, they are just not getting the calls that they want down there.
Woods has it beyond the arc. Brick now. Back out to Woods. 28 seconds remaining in the half. Woods is going to look for the last shot, I believe. Barger now has it. He's driving on Charpentier. He goes up on land. No good. Gets his own miss. Goes up. Gets the foul. So he'll shoot 2. 7.8 seconds to go.
Calls at number 11, Michael Richardson. That's his first personal foul. Ray Barger at the line, shooting a pair of free throws.
Barger now looking to tie it up. Kapke is checking in. Like I said, they were just waiting for him to get a drink of water. Barger misses his first one short. Muffenmeyer checks in. Sweeney checking out. Barger 0 for 3 from the line tonight. And makes it, breaking that streak. Kapke trying to inbound it quickly. 3, 2, jump ball. Good job there by Jackson McDonald coming in for the help. And it's still Holy Family's ball. 1.9 seconds left. They're going to try to get it. They're going to try to lob it in down low. And, yep, they're going to bring in Tanner Johnson, replacing Muffenmeyer. So they're going to try to get it down low to one of the big guys, Judeland or Kapke. They get it to Kapke, but he's way out. Chucks up the 3. No good. Storm going to halftime, down 1. 21-22. Both teams at 10 fouls, Louis. A really slow start for both teams. What do you think is going to be said in the Chan Storm locker room?
I think they want to keep driving in. They're getting open down there, but they're getting fouled is the thing, and they're not getting the calls that they want. But I think if you keep trying that, keep going up strong, eventually, hopefully, you'll be able to start getting those calls. And I also want to see them continue with that the press, the half-court press. It's working really well because what they want to do is stop Holy Family from getting the ball to their big guys down low, and getting the half-court press stops them from moving the ball well. So I really like that they're doing that.
Yeah, the half-court press is working phenomenally right now. And I think if you're Corey Christopherson, you just got to tell your guys to keep your heads high. You're gonna get those calls eventually, and they have. They've kept their heads high. They haven't. It hasn't like dragged their emotion down. They've still been playing there with passion, and they're gonna get the shots to fall eventually. Only down 1. This is gonna be a statement win game for either team.
Yeah. Not to mention getting the calls down there, but that doesn't mean you can abstain from the 3. I want them to keep shooting the open 3s if they can get them. Those will fall if you get open.
We'll be back in 9 minutes for the start of the second half. Don't go anywhere. This is Storm Athletics. Welcome back, everyone, to Chanhassen High School. It's a low-scoring game here. Holy Family only up by 1. And for the Storm, it's Maxwell Woods with 7 points, and he leads all scorers. Louis, what do you think the Storm need to do to pull ahead and then eventually close out this game tonight?
Like I said, I want to see the press continue. I think that's really working well. I think it's doing a good job of keeping the ball out of Bowden Kapke's hands. And then for the offensive end, I just want to see them make their shots. They're getting the shots. They just got to hit them, and maybe they'll get some foul calls to go with it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're the Storm, you got to stay positive, or as positive as you can, because you know those shots are going to drop. You know those calls are going to get called. Same starters for the Storm. It's Brick. It's Brick, Barger, Sweeney, Woods, Sweeney, and Johnson. Storm will start with the ball. They forced a jump ball late in the first half to make it Holy Family ball, so now it's Chan's ball. Woods. Brick drives, finger roll layup, good. Storm take a 1-point lead. Brick's 2 for 3 on the night with 5 points. And Louis and I talked about earlier, Brick's going to have more of an impact this year than he's ever had. Being a captain, being a senior, he's going to get more playing time. He's improved definitely over the offseason. Kapke down in the paint, gets it to drop. Woods now gets it to Barger on the outside. Sweeney at the top of the key. Brick now. Woods up near half court. Barger to Brick. Brick's got it. Steps back. Johnson now for 3. In and out. Sweeney almost got the offensive board, but it's eventually taken in by Reichelson. Good deny there by Tanner Johnson, and Braden Barger pokes it away, gets the steal. And Kapke tried to block it, but it already hit the backboard. It's a goaltending. Okay, they're calling it good. So Storm have a 1-point lead still. And like we said earlier, Louis, that keep up that half-court press. There you go. Sweeney makes Judah jump. Eli Sweeney gets it to drop. And Louis, like I said, we talked about it earlier. The guards are their weakest point, and we've seen it just within the last minute.
Yes, like I said, that half-court press is working very well, and I want to see them keep it the whole game.
Richelson gets the bucket. Brick to Sweeney. Barger, 3, wing, no good. Rebound by Land. Richelson now finds Land down low, and he gets an easy bucket. And Holy Family quickly takes a 1-point lead. Woods has it, fakes the 3, drives, kicks it out to Sweeney for 3, short, and it's a rebounded by Land. Louis, I think one thing that the Storm can work on for the rest of the game is trying to crash the boards. I know they want to try and stay away from Kapke and Land, but you got to get an offensive board every now and then.
Yeah, and I think they get worried about setting up the press right away, that they don't try and crash the boards fast enough.
And it's a rebound on the 3-point miss by Barger. Woods now driving, and he gets it to go. Woods the leading scorer with 9 from both teams. Kapke has 8. And he draws the foul. Or sorry, he gets called for the foul.
First personal foul, team first for Chanhassen. Number 1, Jackson McDonald, and number 2, Ruffin.
Jackson McDonald and Muffenmeyer check in for Brick and Barger. 14:51 to go. Storm hold a 1-point lead over the Fire. Holy Family is a little confusing. Their name's the Fire, but they're green and white, so not really fire colors, but you know, as Bowden Kapke gets it to drop from the corner of the free throw line. Woods pull up from 3, just off the mark, and it's a defensive rebound there by Cummings. Reichelson, spin move, and it gets it to drop. Woods trying to move in transition, Storm down 3, and he draws the foul on Reichelson. It's on the ground, and each team now has 1 foul this half.
Also number 11, Michael Richardson, that's his second foul, first team foul. Ladies and gentlemen, the Storm store is now open.
Woods inbounds it to Johnson. Woods gets it to McDonald for the corner 3, and it's good. That's his first 3 of the night, and it goes. Woods almost gets a steal, but then it's turned over. And a jelly! What a jelly there by Maxwell Woods! Totally fakes out Bowden Kapke. What a move there!
He knew Kapke was looking for that block right away, so he hit him with the reverse, and it worked perfectly.
He knew Bowden was trailing him. As Sweeney gets the poke, Sweeney running with Lamb. Finger roll layup, no good. Almost had it, just missed it off the mark. Louis saying he wanted Sweeney to dunk it there. Deep 3 by Kapke, and it's an air ball, and he will not hear the end of it. Storm student section knew that he was going to be the trouble for the Storm. And there they chant, overrated. And it's a timeout by Holy Family. Storm with the momentum. They go up 2, 13:25 to go.
Yeah, and with that overrated chant right there, they did it to Maxwell. We knew Chan was going to get him back eventually after Kapke missed that three-pointer.
Yeah, we were just waiting for that. We'll be right back in 30 seconds. Coming out of the timeout, Storm inbound it from their own baseline. Woods running the point now for the Storm. He drives, kicks it out to McDonald. 3 ball, just off the mark. And wrestling for it is Tanner Johnson. And Tanner was out of bounds. It's a turnover. But it's a loose ball, so it was a good play there by Tanner Johnson fighting with Land. Storm running that full court press. So they run it here where Muffenbeyer, or the top gets him. And then he gets called for a push, but then a guy would come up and help for a trap. Just keep your eye out for that. That really is starting to frazzle Holy Family.
Yeah, they're watching the passing lanes. They're making them go by baseline to baseline so they can't go up the middle of the court. And then a guy comes to the top of the key, and they want to pass to that guy, and Chan's doing a really good job at jumping those passes.
Tanner Johnson working against Kapke. Reverse layup, no good. Defensive rebound, Tanner Johnson. Maxwell drives, kicks it out to Sweeney. 3 ball, wing, good! Swish! What a pass there from Maxwell Woods. Sweeney's got 7 now. Coach Christopherson wanting the travel call there. Kapke down to Clifford. Storm up 5. 12, just over 12 to go. Muffenbeyer. Land now working against Sweeney. Good defense there by Sweeney. He gets called for the foul on the arm. And Land will take 2 shots. I believe that's on Sweeney. Coming into the game are Brick and, yep, that is Eli Sweeney. That's his third team foul as well. Land at the free throw line. Missing his first one short. Brick and Keaton Bull checking into the game for Maxwell Woods and Eli Sweeney. Louis, I want to hear your thoughts on the rotation for the Storm. What do you think about it?
I think they're just trying to give him a lot of looks, especially when you're running that press. That can be pretty tiring, running up and down the court every single time, like pretty much at full speed. So I like that they're switching them up, making sure these guys stay conditioned and have good energy.
Kapke gets the offensive rebound and makes the easy layup. Looks like he was over the back of Tanner. McDonald pulls up from the free throw line and good to good. Tanner Johnson wrestling for it. They're calling it jump ball. It'll be Holy Family. You know, and Louis, Storm again are without Will Schleicher and Ty Williams. Schleicher, he matches up with Tanner Johnson, so one of their biggest guys, and Ty Williams, who's just an electric player.
Yeah, both those guys are like big too, 6'3" and 6'4", I believe. So getting them back would also be huge for this team. So you got to keep in mind that Chan does not have those 2 big players right now.
And both teams swap turnovers as Patrick Brick throws it away. And so Kapke will inbound it from his own inbounds. Now Kapke has it at half court. Brick pokes it away, but Kapke has it now in the paint. And they're looking for a jump ball, but I think Kapke just kept it moving the entire time. So it's on the floor. That's the 4th team foul, and that's on McDonald. Holy Family only with 1 foul this half. And Kapke gets a layup off the inbounds play. McDonald hands it off to Tanner. Muffenmeyer to McDonald. 3 ball from the wing. Good! Down, working the post on Keaton Bull is Judah Land. No good. Judah looking for a foul, but not getting one. McDonald driving. No good. I think he was a little nervous there that Judah was going to come and swat it. Muffenmeyer almost forcing another turnover. Now Herzl for the 3. No good. Rebound. Keaton Bull. Brick now. Tanner Johnson. 12-footer, no good. Rebound by Kapke. Storm up by 6. Woods and Barger getting ready to check in. Here's Judah Land. Out to Kapke. And a reach-in call there by Tanner Johnson. And they want to tee him up. Are they going to tee him up?
Also number 14, Keaton Bull, that's his 4th personal foul.
Why didn't they tee him up? There was a foul on the play, and then Kapke just went and threw it down. I don't know how that's not a technical, but Maxwell Woods and Braden Barger now checking in, and Eli Sweeney for McDonald, Tanner Johnson, and Grant Muffenmeyer. Oh, never mind. McDonald's back in. It was Keaton Bull that was supposed to get subbed out. I'm surprised that they didn't tee up Kapke. I don't know what the refs are discussing here, but the ref only gave Kapke a warning, just saying don't throw it down like that again, but he was clearly after the whistle. Kapke throwing elbows. He's really pissed off. and it's tipped out of bounds. What looked to be like Holy Family, but they're going to say it was off on Brick. So they're going to say it's still Holy Family ball. Clifford driving. No good. Rebound by Maxwell Woods. Woods moving in transition. Sees Kapke, and it's another goaltending. Bucket good. Kapke, that's his second, and he is not happy with the refs right now. And it's a foul. I forgot. I did not see that. No, never mind. No, it's not. No, it's not. I thought he said and one, but he just pointed down, meaning bucket good. And now the refs are really starting to tighten it up. It feels like they're only calling things on Chan though, but nope. If that's how things are going to go for the Storm, they just got to keep their heads high and just keep playing their game.
Yeah. We talked about it before the game about getting into the big guys' heads. I think they're doing that really well with Kapke. They're getting him frazzled down there, not giving him anything easy.
Yep, and right there, Storm have momentum now. That was Richelson that stepped out of bounds on the inbounds. Woods running point. Patrick Brick, deep three. Good! Right in front of the student section. Brick had to love that one. That's his 8th. And now they're calling a foul on Jackson McDonald. Looked like a loose ball foul. His 3rd, team 7th. So Holy Family's in the bonus now with 9 minutes to go.
Well, Chan has been running this press. They've gotten into a little bit of foul trouble, so you're not too worried right now, but if it keeps going like this, you might have some guys getting pretty risky there with their amount of fouls.
He gets it to go. Yeah, McDonald and Sweeney both with 3 fouls. Patrick Brick with 2. He makes both. 9-point game. Judah Land trying to hype his team back up. The senior leader. Barger thought about taking the 3. He drives. Kicks it out to Woods. Makes a spin move. Kicks it back out to Barger. Sweeney now working against Kapke. Woods up top to McDonald. Out to Brick. Jab step move. Puts it up. No good. Gets his miss. Rips it away. McDonald now has it. Corner 3. Good! What a sequence of events! And I love the energy in the building right now. And a foul on Eli Sweeney. So Louis, that's his 4th. Louis, once I think we get all the momentum, we lose it with a silly foul.
That seems like what's been happening. We're doing really well down on the offensive end, but they're giving up silly fouls right now. They got to really clean up that. And if they clean up that, they're looking very good right now.
Johnson checks in for Sweeney. Kapke at the line. First one just rolls in. He's at 15 tonight. And 16. Woods still running the point. Barger, jumper, and it's in. Storm going with 3 guards in McDonald, Woods, and Brick. Tanner Johnson finds good pass there by Barger. Way to keep the play alive, Maxwell. Way to find Barger. Way to get it to McDonald. And they find Clifford down low. Misses the layup. And then gets his putback. Spin move. And they're going to call Maxwell for the travel. I don't know about that one, Louis.
Yeah, they've called that a little bit for both sides on the slips, which calling that pretty aggressively. But still, I love the momentum that Chan's building right now. They got to keep this up. And they inbound it to Richelson.
Kapke working against Tanner Johnson, and Kapke loses it right in front of the Chan student section. In my opinion, probably the worst place to do it.
Oh yeah, they've been doing it all night. They are letting him hear it, and they will not stop this entire game.
As you can hear now, the overrated chance start. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere, everyone. Welcome back, everyone, to Chanhassen High School on this chilly Friday night. Good thing we're not outside. We're indoors for a great matchup. Chanhassen hosting the Holy Family Fire. Storm up 12, 7:53 to go. Louis, in the second half, Storm have really just taken over. They're starting to run away with it.
Yeah.
Woods gets the finger roll layup. Louis, I cut you off. Let's see what you had to say then.
I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but again, it's that half-court press. They are killing them with that. They've softened it a little bit, but it's still working really well when they run it.
And a huge push-off there by Richelson, but no call. Clifford, 3-ball. In and out, no good. And they're going to call it out of bounds on Barger, so it'll stay the Fire ball. And, Louis, the Storm are finally getting those shots to drop.
Yeah, I think it's just, it was the first half of their first game of the season, so they were going to start off pretty cold. I think now that they're in the second half, they're going to start heating up a little bit, and hopefully it'll be like that whole season.
Poked away by Barger. Land gets it back. Clifford fakes the 3, goes back up, and it's going to be a foul call. I don't know who. They're going to call it on McDonald, his 4th. And Christofferson will bring in Grant Muffenmeyer. I find it interesting, Louis, that that refs aren't. I mean, they're kind of calling it both ways, but I feel like they're kind of giving more of the calls to Chan.
It's been a strict game. They've not let much go. See, it's kind of weird. It seems like some ticky-tack things are like, oh, that's a foul, and then some things it seems like somebody gets kind of smacked and then they don't call it. So, but I'd say for the most part, it's been mostly balanced.
Muffenmeyer now officially in for McDonald. Clifford makes his first. Clifford's second. Rattles in and out. Good defensive rebound there by Barger. Woods pushing it up the court to Brick. Back out to Woods. Kicks it out to Muffenmeyer for 3. Corner ball. No good. Offensive board by Tanner. Barger swinging it around to Woods. And they're going to call Woods out with a double dribble. That's his 4th turnover tonight, but thankfully it hasn't been too costly for the Storm.
Yeah, and a couple of those have been travels. Nothing too, but I don't think it's been too big of a problem for Chan.
Keaton Bull in for Tanner Johnson. And they're going to call a foul on Maxwell Woods. And so now that's his second, and now Holy Family is in the double bonus. 2 shots for Braylon Cummings. He makes his first. Rattles in and out, and Braden Barger with the defensive rebound. Chanhassen this half, has 10 fouls. Holy Family with 1. And Storm are still up by 12. Barger driving and gets it blocked by Judah Land, but they're going to call him for the foul, and he cannot believe it at all.
Number 32, Judah Land. Braden Barger at the line, shooting 2 free throws.
Louis, in my opinion, this has been one of the most energetic and just fun games. I don't know if it's because students are back finally in the stands or what it is, and I just think the Storm need to go on like a little bit of a run or back-to-back threes or even just 1 3-pointer to get this place just really rocking.
Yeah, I just don't think we've had a lot of basketball like for the kids to go to, so I think now that we're back, and it's a bit of a rivalry, man, I'd say. I mean, schools are pretty close to each other. They're getting really rowdy.
Yeah. Storm call a full timeout. We'll be back in a minute. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you have enjoyed tonight's broadcast. It's been quite a fantastic game now for the Storm, as both Judah Land and Kapke are still in the game. Kapke now the inbounder. Woods gets pushed down, no foul. He's guarding Cummings. I don't know if he tripped or something. That's why they didn't call it, but Kapke for 3, and it rolls in. His first 3-pointer of the night.
Kapke for 3.
10-point Storm lead. Woods drives, passes it up to Barger, and it rolls in. Good bucket there by Barger.
For 2 from Maxwell Woods.
Barger's up to 10 now. Barger with 10, Woods with 15. I don't know who they're going to call this one on. It could be Brick, could be Woods, I'm not sure. Both with 2 fouls, and they're going to call it on Maxwell Woods.
Maxwell Woods, that's his 3rd personal foul. Michael Richardson at the line, shooting 2.
Richardson at the line, shooting 2. Here's the first one, and it goes. Sweeney and Tanner Johnson coming in for Muffenbeyer and Bowl. Here's the second one, and it drops. Still a 10-point game. Woods running the point. Out on the court for the Storm, Brick, Woods, Sweeney, Barger, and Tanner Johnson. Woods thinking about pulling the trigger. Brick drives, goes up, floater, no good. And rebound by the Fire. Cross-court pass broken up by Sweeney, and he's going up. Layup, good. Good steal there by Sweeney. And another turnover for the Fire. Another one, Louis, that Sweeney could have dunked on, but I believe it was Cummings that was right there, and he didn't want to risk anything. It's the first game of the season.
I mean, for the most part, we think he can dunk. I mean, we're not 100% sure, but I think he can.
And they're going to call a foul on Tanner Johnson, and Kapke will go to the line for 2. That's Tanner's third.
Number 40, Tanner Johnson.
So pretty soon now, the Storm are starting to get in foul trouble. Braden Barger's the only one on the Storm team, I believe, without a foul, unless Muffenbauer doesn't have any. Nope, Barger is the only one without a foul. Kapke makes the first. And makes the second. Maxwell Woods taking charge. Tanner Johnson at the top of the key. Sweeney now on the arc. Maxwell Woods driving, and he draws the foul. And that is on number 11, Michael Richelson. That's the third team foul. Richelson's third. Tanner Johnson now gets the ball tipped. Kapke comes away with it. Kapke throws it right into the hands of Tanner Johnson. And now Barger comes, and he gets blocked, but it's a foul on Judah Land. Never mind, they're going to call it on Cummings.
At the line, shooting a pair of free throws.
So Barger will shoot. First one drops for Barger. Now 3 for 7 from the line. This one to go for 50% on the night. And no good. Rebound by Land. Good slip screen there by Brick. Not let Land get in front of him. And Woods just takes it right away from Clifford. And the layup good by Maxwell Woods. Storm fans, stick around for the end of the game. Louie and I will break down the game. And this year, I've decided we're going to do player or players of the game just to kind of spice things up a little bit, both for boys basketball and girls basketball. So make sure to stick around for that. 3 ball. Off the iron, no good. Rebound by Maxwell Woods. And Land rejects Barger. Sweeney tries to take it away, but unfortunately cannot. Kapke to inbound it. And off of Woods, so it'll remain Holy Family ball. However, now they're in the corner. A little different here. Barger guarding Richelson. Pass to Cummings. Land now. Cross-court pass to Cummings. That was Clifford. Rebound by Brick. Brick gets it to Woods. Makes Land miss. And now Woods gets the easy bucket. Louis, He is so shifty and so good.
Yeah, his ability to get around defenders is something like I've never seen. He's unreal at that.
Richardson now, down to land. He works Sweeney and gets it to go. Timeout, Holy Family. It's a full timeout. We'll be back in a minute. Welcome back, everybody, to the broadcast. Storm up 14 over the Holy Family Fire. Maxwell Woods leads the Storm in scoring with 19. Behind him is McDonald with 15. Braden Barger with 11. Sweeney now to inbound, and the Fire are showing press. It's the first time we've seen Holy Family come with the press, and it's very light, though. Woods breaks it right away. Need better communication there, though, as he tried to hand it off to Tanner Johnson. But Tanner just did not see it coming. Down in the paint to Kapke. Bucket good. Kapke's now at 22. And they're going to call a foul. And it's on Richardson. His fourth, team's fifth. Sweeney taking it up for the Storm. He had a wide open Brick trailing him. Barger running the point. He hands it off to Woods. Woods by the volleyball line. Passes it to Brick on the right wing. Tanner Johnson now. Eli Sweeney. Braden Barger now. And Kapke's going to get called to the foul. Thought he got away with it. His third, team sixth. Storm up 12. Minute 47 to go. Barger passes it inbounds to Woods. Tanner Johnson guarded by Land. Maxwell Woods now. Storm are just going to run this clock out. Something that they won't be able to do, Louis, in 2023 as the shot clock is coming back to high school basketball. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm particularly a fan. I think sometimes, I don't know about, do we know how long it's going to be?
I believe it's going to be a 24. It's either 12 or 24. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, I'd like to see it be like the college one, which 35, I believe. I think that just gives better time because I think 24 is a little too short, but I think 35 is a good amount of time. But I'm a fan that they are putting it in. Sometimes these possessions can run a little long.
Yes, it will be an exciting time for high school basketball in the state of Minnesota. Tanner Johnson at the line. Misses his 1-and-1, so he only gets one. Richardson to Cummings for three. Short, no good. Rebound by Brick. Brick passes it off to Sweeney. Woods had a wide open three but didn't take it. And the Storm are going to run out the clock unless Holy Family fouls. And they're just going to pass it around, play keep away for the last minute. Cummings takes the foul. And so Patrick Brick will go to the line now.
Fouls on number 23, Braylon Cummings. That's his third personal foul. At the line, shooting one and the bonus, Patrick Brick.
Brick misses. Storm play at Edina on December 9th, and then they're back home against Prior Lake on the 17th as Tanner Johnson gets a steal. And for the Holy Family Fire, they have 3 home games in a row. They have 3 home games in a row. They host St. Louis Park next as Cummings drains a 3. Holy Family takes a timeout with 40 seconds to go, and we'll step away for 30 seconds. Welcome back, Storm fans. It's looking like a win for the Storm. 40 seconds left, and they're up 9. Sweeney gets the ball, and he'll head to the line for a 1-and-1. As Holy Family now has 9 team fouls. Some fans starting to head out, but students, most of the student section is sticking around. A great turnout for both teams. Great communication from the section leaders to get out in the home opener for the boys team.
Yeah, I love seeing the turnout. I hope we can get, I'm not sure it won't be like this always, but something like this at every game would be awesome.
Sweeney makes his first. That's his 10th point of the night, and it makes it a 10-point game. Sweeney drains the second. 11 points for Sweeney, 11-point game, 36 seconds to go. Storm do not want to foul here. It's totally unnecessary. Cummings, 3-ball, no good. Maxwell Woods rebound, and then draws the foul. Down on the baseline, McDonald gets hit hard by number 2, Leo Hurdle. Looks like Hurdle just got caught up in something. I don't know. It didn't look to be on purpose, is what I'm trying to get at.
Also number 23, Braylon Cummings. That's his 4th personal foul. At the line, shooting double bonus, 2 shots for Maxwell Woods.
Woods misses his first. He'll get another one, though, because it is double bonus. Here's second, and it's good. 20 points for Maxwell Woods, just 3 shy from his career high. Patrick Brick with the defensive board. He hands it off to Woods. And they are just going to run it out. Storm open the season at home with a win. And if you're the seniors, if you're Patrick Brick, going 3-10 last year, Louis, you gotta be happy earning your first win against a tough Holy Family team. What are your takeaways from the game?
Yeah, I mean, we talk about momentum all the time. That's exactly how you want to open your season. A great win against a good Holy Family team. I thought they looked great. I thought the defensive game plan for Bowden Kapke was awesome. He did have 22, but I thought he could have had a lot more if Chanhassen played the way that they did.
Yeah, and so the Storm go next Thursday to play at Edina, but next Thursday we will have a stream here. Girls basketball open up their season against Buffalo, I believe. And let's take a look at the box score to talk about player of the game. In my opinion, it's got to be the bigs, just as a collective group. Tanner Johnson, Eli Sweeney, Keaton Bull, Brayden Barger. They did a great job of trying to shut down the bigs.
Yeah, they did not let those two guys dominate that game. They kept control of it. They did not let the momentum get too one-sided to Holy Family, and they dominated down there. I wouldn't say dominated, but they had a great game down there.
Yeah, and just the one player of the game, I'd say Maxwell Woods, 20 points, 5 defensive rebounds, 2 steals, and he just brought a lot of energy. He was +4. McDonald was +18. He didn't play as much, but, I mean, the offense tonight for the Storm, 69 points, great.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how Jackson McDonald can be a six-man coming off the bench. If not, get a few starts down the road. He looked great tonight.
Yep. Have a great weekend, Storm fans, and roll Storm.